Okay, I have so many theories, but I'll just share the one. Part of me is hoping it's a different kind of rise than we might be thinking, and that we're gonna have Anakin's Force Ghost appear to Kylo and be like, "What are you doing?
Yeah.
Why are you finishing what I started? Stop it."
I love it. I love that.
This is completely selfish, because ever since the new trilogy started, and especially after The Last Jedi, I'm really hoping that Kylo Ren doesn't die and instead is redeemed. And so I'm hoping that Rise of Skywalker means he goes back to being, I mean, his last name isn't technically Skywalker, I know, but that the Skywalker line is sort of restored, everybody's light again, and that's how it ends.
Very nice, very nice.
And Yub-Nub, yes.
And Yub-Nub. Now, Claudia, I know you're here for a lot of reasons, but one of them is Master and Apprentice is about to come out. We're very excited about that. We're selling it at Del Rey, but can you give us any teasers about what it was like working on that, and anything that you could let us know about that project?
My apologies to anybody who was in the publishing panel from before, but it was actually really difficult because I wanted to write basically a 3-volume biography of Qui-Gon, and that was not on the publishing schedule at all. And there was just so much I wanted to tell. But it sort of came down to what is the critical thing about him that makes him, he turns down an offer to join the Jedi Council in this book, which is almost unheard of. Why would he do this? And we get into that in the middle of a great big adventure.
Wow. I'm signing up right now. All right, Team Tim, your names and what your theories are of Rise of Skywalker.
You want him?
Sure, yeah. Well, we know your name, Tim.
Yeah. I have to admit that I did not see the trailer. We were up late at the joint bash from the 501st Rebel Legion. However, just banking on the title, I am going to guess that somebody is avoiding wheat and sourdough and just going for the rye.
So my name's Brian. I don't even really want to think too much about what it means. I'm sure between the title and the cackling emperor, J.J. Abrams is really trying to mess with our heads. So whatever, it's something totally different.
That's probably very wise of you, actually. So Tim, you are Star Wars royalty. We're so excited to have you here. Can you talk about is there anything you're working on right now that you can talk about, which I think you might be?
Just finished the copy-edited version and tweaking of Thrawn Treason. That will be debuting at San Diego Comic-Con and general release the following Tuesday, so mid-July.
Oh man.
And, well, hopefully we'll be able to pitch other stories to Lucasfilm, but we'll see what happens.
Can you give us any nuggets about what Thrawn might be up to, or is this totally...
I will tell you where exactly it fits in the timeline. There's a spot in season 4 of Rebels where Thrawn is called away from Lothal to defend the TIE Defender program in front of the Emperor, and Governor Price is left in charge and doesn't do a very good job of it. But this is that week or so where Thrawn is off camera. That's where Thrawn Treason is set.
That's awesome. All right, thank you.
I will note that the book of Thrawn covered several years, Thrawn Alliances covered a couple, 3 weeks, and Thrawn Treason covers a week, so I figure the next book will be about an hour and a half on a Thursday.
Thrawn, lunch break. Oh no. So Delilah, any theories on Rise of Skywalker?
Well, first I'd like to ask him, what does Thrawn eat for lunch?
Ooh. Coming soon.
That will be the core of the next book.
It's a chicken salad sandwich. All right, okay, so my theory, so stay with me here. Like, we know the Emperor, we heard the Emperor. Okay, so you know how we think that, like, the Emperor made Anakin through, like, space midichlorian genetic materials, right? Because he didn't have a dad or whatever. So Palpatine fathered Anakin, who fathered Luke, who made Kylo Ren what he is and made Rey what she is. So I think Rise of Skywalker is the Emperor, and he's gonna come kick everybody's butt because he's like Grandpappy Skywalker.
Wow. That's actually pretty
Space Goonies.
That's awesome. Katie, do you have any theories?
I will flip that on its head and say that Rise of Skywalker, I think, is going to be a Rey Kylo, after Kylo is redeemed.
They're gonna make
No, but I think after but after he's redeemed, I think they're gonna take down the Emperor once and for all after he rises.
These are all really good. Great. Delilah, is there any news you can give us about some upcoming projects to places far, far away and very exciting that we might want to go to?
Oh, yeah, very exciting places like Galaxy's Edge. I've got Black Spire, which is set in Black Spire Outpost in Galaxy's Edge. So this book is supposed to be the closest you can get to if you can't get to Galaxy's Edge with your 200 million best friends. This book will walk you through those streets, tell you about the people you would see there, the things you would eat and drink, the smells, the sights, the sounds. So it's your walk through Batu plus, of course there's going to be stormtroopers.
That is awesome.
Oh, and also I have the Skywalker Saga, which is a fairy tale retelling with super gorgeous illustrations by Brian Rude that'll be out in October. That'll cover episodes 1 through 8, and it's going to be a retelling through the eyes of the Skywalker and the Force users throughout the book. So it's like Skywalker magic.
That is awesome. That's great. All right, we've got serious business. There are prizes.